This is the pitch for the book I'm working on right now. The world is broken into two halves. On one side, we have the old ways. We have the tribal people who live in the ancient lands where long ago magic flourished, but now that magic is all but lost. And then on the other side, we have the new world, which is made up of sprawling futuristic cities ruled over by vicious tech overlords who enforce their will with brutal efficiency. And it's here in this shattered world that our story begins. We meet a young man named Kalen, who's a soldier in the elite guard of Lord Arian, who rules the northern territories with an iron fist. Kalen is a good soldier, loyal, brave, and strong, and he fights for Arian not because he agrees with him, but because he wants to protect the common people from his lord's worst excesses. But when Arian orders his men to put down a rebellion in the eastern territories, Kalen refuses, and so he and his men are banished from the army without honor. But Kalen and his friends are soon captured by slavers and sold to work in the mines of Mount Cinder, where they are forced to extract a strange black crystal that's used to power the machinery of the new world. And as Kalen toils away in the mines, he meets a mysterious woman in the flickering lamplight. She wears a mask adorned with a snarling wolf's head, and she seems to come and go at will, striking fear into the hearts of the slavers and the guards alike. And when she helps Kalen escape from the mine, he realizes she's the legendary Shadowblade, a masked vigilante who's said to be hunting down the remnants of Arian's forces and punishing them for their crimes against humanity. And when she learns that Kalen was once a loyal soldier under Arian's command, she takes him in as her apprentice, and she trains him in the ways of the warrior mage, teaching him how to wield a special kind of weapon that combines cutting-edge technology with the raw power of dark elemental magic. She also teaches him how to enter shadow form, a special state that allows him to blend into the deepest darkness and stop time for short bursts, making him a deadly predator who strikes with blinding speed. And as Kalen trains with his new master, he learns that she once belonged to a secret guild of warriors who fought in the Emperor's War, a long-forgotten conflict between the Empire and the Ancients, which ended with the supposed death of all magic users. But before the war, the guild managed to hide away fragments of ancient magic, including a powerful relic known as the Eclipsed Sigil, which could potentially restore all magic to the world. But it's also a relic that Arian and his allies are searching for because they believe its power could help them to finally crush the rebellion once and for all. As the story progresses, Kalen and his friends leave the safety of the underground to fight back against Arian and his forces. Along the way, he teams up with a rebel hacker known as Static, who can control machines with his mind, a stoic and powerful monk named Bodhi, who can bend the wind to his will, and a spirited young girl named Lyra, who can tame wild beasts to do her bidding. They're aided as well by a mysterious benefactor known only as the Curator, who provides them with information and resources from his hidden library. Meanwhile, pursuing them is Cyrus, a former friend of Kylan's who was captured by the slavers and brainwashed into becoming Arian's most elite enforcer. He's a rival who Kylan once looked up to, and he represents everything Kylan despises about the Empire. And so when the two meet again on the battlefield, it's clear that there can only be one winner. Eventually, Kalen and his companions track down the Eclipsed Sigil, but it's guarded by a fearsome monster. And while Kalen manages to defeat the creature and claim the relic for himself, he's wounded in the process and he's forced to flee with Static and Lyra as Bodhi holds off the pursuing soldiers. But as they make their escape, Kalen is forced to choose between revenge and saving the city from a terrible fate. You see, Arian has discovered the existence of Shadowblade, and he's brought her to the city and threatened to blow it up with a devastating weapon that combines both technology and magic unless she surrenders. It's a trap, really, because Arian never intended to spare her life. But Shadowblade is willing to sacrifice herself if it means protecting the innocent. And she passes on her mantle to Kalen, bestowing upon him her mask and her blade, both of which were forged in the heart of a dying star and imbued with the power of 1,000 fallen angels. Now, taking on the identity of Shadowblade, Kalen confronts Arian and his forces, but he's severely outnumbered, and he's forced to retreat after a fierce battle. In the end, he leads the surviving rebels to a hidden passage beneath the city, a secret entrance to the ruins of an ancient subway system where he hopes to regroup and launch a final assault on Arian's forces. But as they make their way through the tunnels, they're attacked by Cyrus and his elite guard. And in the ensuing battle, Cyrus reveals that he's been working with Arian all along, revealing that he was the one who gave Arian the location of the eclipsed sigil. But it doesn't take long for Kylan and his friends to turn the tide, and they defeat Cyrus and his men, though not without suffering heavy losses. Then, just as it seems like the Empire is on the verge of total collapse, a mysterious hooded figure emerges from the shadows and reveals that the story of Shadowblade has only just begun. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about this idea in the comments below. I'm really excited about this project, and I've been working on it for a while now, but I wanted to get some outside opinions before I dived in headfirst. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads.